Thanks for taking a break from watching Overwatch highlights. We've got a deep dive on the latest Xbox hardware leaks. Through rumors from developers, articles, and think pieces from journalists, and Phil Spencer bouncing back and forth on the topic, it seems as though Xbox is more than likely slated to announce a new round of hardware at E3 this year, if not sooner. Let's take you through the full timeline. Back in March at the Xbox Spring Showcase event, the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer, mentioned that he did not think some kind of hardware upgrade for the current generation was out of the question.
For us, when we look at console and the console space, I believe we will see more hardware innovation in the console space than we've ever seen. We'll actually see us come out with new hardware capability during a generation and allowing the same games to run backward and forward compatible because we have a Universal Windows application running on top of a Universal Windows platform that allows us to focus more on hardware innovation without invalidating the games that run on that platform.
Unfortunately, when pressed for comment later that day, Spencer was quick to backtrack on his previous statement. Quote, "I still think a console is the best price to performance deal that is out there, but when you look at the evolution, I'm not going to announce our roadmap for hardware, but what I wanted to say on stage for people when they see this vision of ours and question our commitment to console, I want to make sure that people see that what we are doing enables us to be more committed to what consoles are about than we've ever been and innovate more consistently than we ever have. That's the key for me." This news, of course, came on the back of a Kotaku article that they had received tips that Sony was working on a 4K hardware upgrade for this PlayStation 4. Tips that became more and more likely as further leaks on the PlayStation Neo were announced. However, articles from both Kotaku and Polygon today contained multiple independently sourced tips that Xbox is in fact working on two different hardware updates. The first, a smaller Xbox One set to release this year, and a second, 4 times more powerful model, codenamed Scorpio, that is capable of supporting the Oculus Rift and will release in 2017. The VR support with the upgraded box would allow Xbox to compete with the PlayStation VR without creating new VR tech by leveraging the existing partnership with Oculus. And if leaks are being stacked up, Ars Technica received confirmation that a quote well-known European developer is working on a VR title for Xbox One in a quote well-known and established franchise. And according to the sources, the core idea is universal compatibility, meaning there will be no difference in what all of the Xbox One versions can run. This fits with Microsoft's recent strategy of parity between the Xbox One and Windows 10, and perfectly fits the model you heard Phil Spencer talk about just a bit ago. Further parity of systems would allow for multiple hardware iterations to exist on one common operating system. Typically, Microsoft holds its own event to announce hardware, though this timetable may have been moved up with the recent leaks of the PlayStation Neo and the suspicion that it will be announced at this E3. But until Xbox lifts the veil on their hardware plans, we'll just be waiting at the altar. And that's it for today. What do you think about mid-generation hardware updates on consoles? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and if you'd like to stay up on all the latest gaming news, subscribe to our channel and follow us on Twitter at GlitchFeed.